This is a quick guide for Coven of Shivarra, the final boss of Hope's End in the new Antorus raid in World of Warcraft. Please note that all of the points in this guide are from a ranged DPS perspective. Just a heads up with the Christmas break, I haven't had another opportunity to down the Coven. I died fairly early on in the recorded attempt after totally misjudging a gap. However, I made sure I was able to capture all of the abilities as best I could, so here goes. The two active Shivarra will need to be tanked at least 18 yards apart, as they have 99% reduced damage when near each other. You'll want to find a sweet spot of about 20 yards, so cleaving classes can take advantage and damage both. Tanks will need to swap every 5 fiery strike stacks, as any more will be pushing it for how much damage you can take. The first ability to pop up is Whirling Saber, which spawns as a red swirl and becomes a fiery tornado. This will start heading back towards Nura, so stay out of its way. Asara will shoot out Touch of Darkness blasts to random players for around 1.4 million damage. This is uninterruptible and just needs to be healed through. Shadow Blades are the next ability of note, which will shoot 3 blades out of Asara. These will move across the room, and you should have plenty of time to move out of the way to avoid the 3.5 million damage. Every 80 seconds, Torment of the Titans will occur via the Shivarra on the outside. Your DBM timer will be able to tell you which Torment is going to take place, but I'll run through each here to make sure everything is covered. Torment of Norganon will spawn walls of adds on each side. They're immune to damage for 30 seconds, but can be stunned, slowed, knocked back, etc. You'll need to do this to escape through one of the walls to avoid being killed. After 30 seconds, you'll be able to pick them all off nice and easy. Torment of Golgoneth spawns adds around the outside of the room, and everyone in the raid will need to be standing apart to avoid large amounts of damage. Stay spread and zerg them down quickly. Torment of khaz'goroth spawns adds around the room, which channel a flamethrower into the middle. The raid needs to be out on the edges of the room before they pop up to avoid unnecessary damage. Kill them down while standing in between the flames. Finally, and unfortunately not shown here, is the Torment of aman'thul. This will spawn adds around the outside of the room, which need to be killed down one at a time. They each cast Machinations of aman'thul, which puts a dot on everyone in the raid, as well as heals them back to full. You need to coordinate to zerg each one down before their cast goes off. After 2 Torments, it should be noted that one of the Shivarra will sub out for another. Dima comes in after the first 2, and hits the tanks frequently with Flash Freeze. This deals over 6 million damage and reduces speed by 10%. You want to taunt swap around 4 or 5 stacks. Random players will also be afflicted by Dima's Chilled Blood debuff. This applies a healing absorption, and will freeze the player on expiry based on how much of the shield is remaining. It's imperative that healers top up these players ASAP to remove this debuff. And that's pretty much everything. The Shivarra will continue to sub out after 2 Torments, and make sure you focus the adds down. They're by far the biggest threat to your victory. Congrats on earning this achievement. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like button or subscribe to keep up to date with loads more achievement guides coming soon. Thanks for watching.